AFTV, Julian, 5-1 to Arsenal on aggregate over the two legs. What an incredible result.
It wasn't just an incredible result, it was an incredible performance. I mean, I wasn't in any way nervous tonight. I don't think you were either, were you?
Leading into the game, I wasn't, because I just thought 3-0 from the first leg is going to be too tough for them to turn around, even it being here. But I have to say, I was so impressed with the performance of Arsenal.
Yeah, it wasn't just the fact that we were 3-0 up, it was the reasons why we were 3-0 up. And also, if you look at what we've done up to this point in the Champions League this season, there was every reason why we were going to go through, and there was every reason why we were going to go through comfortably. I think this season we've conceded 0.55 goals per game, and when you actually look at what we've done in these two games, it's basically the same. We've let in, it's 0.5 goals. We've let in one goal over two games. And when you actually look at the chances that we conceded, the good chances that we conceded, it wasn't from Real Madrid's fantastic play. It was quite often from Arsenal mistakes.
Well, yeah, the goal was a mistake by Saliba, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, other people have blamed Raya for it, but I don't think you can attribute any blame to Raya whatsoever for that goal. He put it out in the way that he's been trained to, that he does often, and Saliba just kind of doodled on the ball a bit too long, and he didn't respect the Madrid player who came in. To be fair to him, he was on him really quickly, and he put the ball into an open net. But that was basically the only chance, or the only time that I thought they were totally threatening. I mean, you look at the shots that we had in the first leg. I think we had 12 shots and 11 on target. We were very, very efficient in that final third. You look tonight, Madrid had 18 shots and only 3 on target. Because of the way Arsenal defended, we didn't let them have good chances. And
I don't remember Ray having to make a save. A proper save, like where you'd be like, oh my days, I mean, like he was pretty comfortable in goal.
It was more than comfortable. We should have actually won that game, and it's weird to say it.
But we did win.
Yeah, no, I was going to say we should have won it by a greater. Over those two games, you could have had the same sort of score as we did against PSV. It should have actually been bigger. Now you've got to ask yourself, is that because Madrid aren't that great a team, or is it because Arsenal, and if this is the case, Arsenal were that good, you'd have to say that Arsenal were world class to beat a team like Madrid, because what I saw of Madrid today, they were actually pretty good. If you haven't watched football at all and you watched last Tuesday night, you'd think Madrid were an average team with a very good goalkeeper. But tonight, if you actually watched how they played, they were very quick with the ball. They played the ball forward very efficiently. They attacked well, but the way Arsenal defended, they contained. I'm not going to call them world class because that would be wrong. They're not even world class in their own league, but a very, very good Madrid team. And Arsenal contained them to, three shots on target, which, as you said, they weren't the greatest shots. All right, one went in, but that was a mistake, and the other two were easily saved.
PSG next, we know, in a semi-final. The semi-finals have been set now. Barcelona versus Inter on one side, us versus PSG. Are you confident we can get through and get to another final in this competition?
Okay, well, the first thing about the competition we're in, it's a cup competition. It is, a very prestigious cup competition, and the amount of games you play, they're calling it a bit of a league, but it isn't. So luck actually plays a really big part in it, because you've got 2 games and then you get the final. In the final, anything can happen, but over those 2 games, what we've proved already, we can beat PSG. You play like you've played throughout the rest of the tournament, and you win that game. And you win that game over 2 legs, and you win it well. So I don't see that.
So you're confident?
I don't see how you can't be confident, but the caveat is PSG, as they've shown against Liverpool and against Villa, are a very good team. Luck can play a part of it. You can have a bad decision like you almost got tonight. Tonight was almost ruined by a very, very bad decision. If you didn't have VAR, and why VAR took so long to actually make that decision is beyond me, but they did come to the conclusion, and the referee got to see it on the screen. But if you didn't have VAR, that whole tie could have turned on a very bad decision, and I'm sure Madrid would have done it. So luck can play a massive part in it.
So confident we can get through and go all the way?
Yeah, I mean, I've already said we need to book the accommodation in Munich. We have to do that. Well, you can cancel it if need be. You pay a little
That's
bit
very
more.
confident.
Yeah, but you can cancel it, but you do need to book. I think we should maybe look at
Tempting fate.
No, I'm not tempting fate. I'm being realistic that I think we have a better than even chance to get through against PSG. And if that's the case, as we've seen coming here, prices go up quite considerably. So I would do it early.
Cool.